MRecktv.
Bring back the man in you, not because you need to, but because you will want to. Improve your weight room and bedroom performance with the all-new Vasoflux for Men natural dietary supplement. This unique blend of barks, roots, herbs, and vitamins is nature's way of keeping you in the game. And all for under $10. You can order yours today. Visit Youth Fountain Laboratory at youthfountainlab.com or call 1-800-853-7856 today.
Because right now we're in the war for survival. And in the coronavirus, whose deity of any religion came to stop them from getting the coronavirus?
Nobody.
So at the end of the day, what are we really talking about? You know what I'm saying?
That's the point I'm making to people. It's like, think about it. And I'm glad you building on the level you building on. I'm going to keep it simple. Nobody's coming to save us. We got to save ourselves.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? Now, that power that you give to whatever you believe in, put that into you and your people, and that becomes powerful. And then any adversity, you're going to be able to overcome it, because now, you know, you're not putting your faith into something that you're not going to receive that same amount of energy. Use that energy, that God energy that you've been putting your faith in, into you and your peoples, and watch how powerful, you know, you and the people become. That's how I look at it. You dig what I'm saying?
I totally agree. And the problem with that is, when we learn language, what's the first thing we teaching our children how to read and write? What's the first thing we teach them how to do? Spell.
Spell. Facts.
Right. Spell. So what happens is that linguistically, casting a spell, we wind up casting a spell amongst ourselves, right? Because we are not in our sound right mind. How can we be in our sound right mind, right, if we're speaking a language that's taking away our proper connection to the Most High? And I don't mean some being sitting in the middle of a freaking cloud,
exactly,
with a wood holding a cane. I'm talking about the connection, our connection back to the all in the universe, because all the return. So we can't. Our connection is interrupted because we're not even speaking in our own tongue, our own tone. And remember, in slavery, we tried to in slavery. They did what? They tied us to the whipping post, brought all the women out so they could see that they didn't have any protection, and they would beat the man, right? You know what I'm saying? Whoever was the most defiant ones, right? So now they do that, right? They would do that, and then when you try to learn their books and their language, oh, nigga, you trying to read? Beat you for that. You couldn't learn. We was allowing you to learn anything. You know what I mean? But then we're gonna hold you accountable for not knowing it. But we ain't gonna let you learn it. But then we're gonna hold you accountable for it.
You can't win with them. Like, I mean, and that's the thing with people. Why you're trying to look for validation from the oppressors.
Right.
Like, and I've been on, you know, for a minute, but like lately I'm on it hard. Like, yo, if you're not on the time I'm on, leave me alone, because I'm really about this action. Like, I'm really in survival mode, and survival mode is really overcoming, you know, the change. They you know, that they got us in. We in change, you know. And when I say we, I'm talking about us as a people, because a lot of our people are blind. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we have to break the chains.
Right. I totally agree. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, when I was talking to you about Tartaret earlier, you know, she's a female deity, right? And the Moors called her Zodicus. So the zodiac sign is based on her. Like, we get back to learning and all of the different contributions that we've made over time, we will have less of an issue. You understand what I'm saying? Understanding who we are. It's not about hating the white man, because I love the white people that stood up on the front lines for us to make sure that they didn't kill the person out there. I love them. And for me to say I love them, if any got a problem with that, then you know what? Something's wrong with your heart, brother. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know, you can't tell me that George Soros then gave everybody $1,000 that was in a protest, right? When it's 500,000 people out there. I done seen protests with more people than a soccer game and a football game put together. Like, dog, I done seen it. The things that I've seen from all over the world fully demonstrates that people are getting to a boiling point where they are done. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So the thing is, don't hate anyone. Let's learn about ourselves and how to empower ourselves. And then once we learn how to empower ourselves, we won't have to ask anybody for anything or have a need to be hateful. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you notice, every time we start rising up in some form, they start playing Roots real heavy or some kind of slave thing on TV. You know what I mean? Bring us back to that sunken place, right?
Yep.
Just us to leave it. And then somebody say, oh, well, you know, your dad, he did this and he, this the community that let me ask you a question. Men like him, what choices were they given in that period of time that they were in? You talking about cats that's fresh out of slavery. Matter of fact, if you was born in 1930 or 1940, it didn't matter if you was a slave or not. If they caught you by yourself, you was getting lynched. How about that?
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So it was the same. It was basically the same difference. You know, we got to get back to who we are. You know what I mean? And we got to get back to the fact that if you're a Christian, just think about this second. Jesus was an Essene, and he was after the order of Melchizedek. You understand what I'm saying? Right? Which has a sacred order by name. The point that I was making by saying that earlier is that order is what founded the original Illuminati. That's why when you look at the dollar bill, you see the pyramid, then an eye. That's why you see it. You understand what I'm saying? That's why you see it. Because they letting you know, right? While money is your master, we want mammon to be your master. These are our masters. So the highest degrees are the sacred chambers. You know what I mean? The masters, and you know, I'll say MM because you know what I'm saying. MM, master.
Yeah.
Right. At the highest chambers, right? At the highest layers, they go right back. They go right back to that true knowledge. When you look at the Hippocratic oath that they take as physicians and as people who are in the medical field, they take that oath knowing that there's certain things they can and cannot tell you. You understand what I'm saying? Respect that. Because in my order, we know one thing: sacred secrets are kept sacred. But that doesn't mean you don't use that information to try to help the world. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can't truly square up your deeds if you are not working on building. And I'm not just talking about yourself. People take things, you know, whether it's biblical or Islamic or whatever, and they'll take the information and they want to manipulate it to their liking so they can feel good with their day. You know what I mean? But anyway, back to what I was telling you about. So as far as Hitler is concerned, Hitler was in touch with the Aryans, right? Hitler wanted to create a race of Aryans, right? Pardon me. But the race that he wanted to create was from the race that he encountered in Aldebaran, and that race was the Lyrian race. It was pale-eyed, beautiful women and men, very strong and very strong in structure. They were different than the Amhardis or the white folks or the Caucasoids that you see here on the planet Earth. They were well endowed, you know, but they were from that particular. Those are their spiritual fathers. The spiritual fathers of the people that we know as Hindus, and a lot of the Arab nations that you see, their leaders are truly Hindu. They're not true Arab, right? That's why when you go into Pakistan, you see the key word of the capital. What is the key word? Lahore, Pakistan. What does the Bible refer to in Revelations 18? It refers to the whore who sat on many waters, right? They are a part of the kingdom that has risen up against man to try to devour humans on earth. See, a lot of people have signed on for this mission to destroy. If you want to be a genocidalist, a coronavirus isn't enough. More, and do everything within your power to prepare yourself and your family. And it's not about worrying. Stop worrying. Start doing everything you can all day, every day to try to build yourself and your family. You know what I'm saying? So just like Hitler was in touch with them and they helped to try to manifest his thing from 1933 to 1945, a 12-year reign, right? They destroyed Germany, but they never destroyed the Third Reich. The Third Reich is what's still in power right now. You know? So yeah, he was in touch with interdimensional beings. But we have our own interdimensional beings. You know one thing I hate, right? I hate when people talk about problems but don't have a solution. Right? So let me talk about the solution. The solution for us is to get back into who we are. And we are many things. Because if you think about it around the world, what do Polish people speak?
Say that again, I didn't hear you.
I said if you think about it around the world, Polish people speak Polish. Russians speak Russians. Chinese people speak Chinese. People from Japan speak Japanese. So forth and so forth. Right? People from Finland speak Finnish. People from Sweden speak Swedish. So the whole point I'm making is around the world, it's like that. But then when you get to us, we got all of these fragmented indoctrinations and different. That's okay. We are tribal people. That's fine. But we got to start recognizing that we are the same thing. Don't let nobody tell you you're not Native American. There was 3 classes of the Native Americans. There was pure blood, right, who looked like me and you, the Pequot Nation tribe, right, the Yamasee Moors, right. There's a Pequot Nation, right? Those are all pure blood Indians. Then you have full blood Indians, right? Okay, who are more like the Indians they show you on TV, and then you have half blood Indians, Amiris, who have more Caucasoid mixed in their blood because of the mixing of. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. So because of that, people got to understand, like, and then we got to find where we belong. So we as a people, we have different tribes, but we got to come together as a nation, even as different tribes.
Yes, sir.
You know, if you pray at 6 o'clock and you bow your head, and I pray at 12 o'clock and I hold my arms up, why is that? Why are we arguing about that?
Facts.
Whatever your flag is, it is. Right now, there's a bigger enemy, right? That is lurking. It's not about a white man or a black man. This enemy is about the spirit that is hovering over civilization on this planet right now. You know, threatening to devour and kill all men. Like it's out of control. You know the arrogance that it would take for 120 murders to happen by the boys after GF in just that short period of time. 120 murders have occurred.
That's crazy. I didn't know it racked up like that.
That's not black folks. That's white people. That's Spanish people. That's all peoples. So the point I'm making is that it's more. We're getting the big brunt of it because our stuff is, you know what it is. It's really bad with us, and our stuff is systemic. But what's happening now is it's turning into classism because, you know, everybody's getting a different level of a spoonful of oppression, and they're starting to see that it's not just black folks anymore. You know what I'm saying? For the first time in history, you know, Caucasians were told you can't do what you want to do when you want to do it. You got to go by our schedule. And now they're like, whoa, wait a minute, bro. I'm not a nigga. What are you doing here? Yeah, that's what the darkies over there. You know what I'm saying? So now they're getting it. So what is it going to take for us to rise up? Right? Is it going to take complete separation from people? No, it's going to take complete separation because here's the thing. Are there black devils? Yes.
Yes.
Right. So
you got black devils and white devils, and that's what, and I've been saying that you got good people and bad people. That's all it boils down to, really. You dig what I'm saying? We just all got to get on the same page. Us good people have to be all on the same page. That's all it is. Because the bad people, they on the same page. They get it.
Right.
They get it.
They're trying to, like, it's the thing trying to convince us that, you know, no, you guys don't have any value in society. Bro, we are, like I said, we are in the sun cycle. It is literally our time right now. You know what I'm saying?
Sir. Yes,
why things are happening, which is why things are happening like MRecktv. You know, before we didn't have platforms to speak at this level before, right? But the digital, absolutely. And I follow you and I watch you all the time, my brother. But we didn't have platforms to express ourselves of this magnitude before. We had to go to Fox News, and they could always manipulate and turn your story into what they wanted to be shaped like. So this is the first time in history, because of social media, right, where we express ourselves. This is the first time where Big Brother is catching up to the people who created it, because they created it to monitor us, but now they're getting caught in their own dirty acts. You see what's happening? Sir. Rioting, the looting was a major part of the looting was done by Antifa guys. You know, the Soros people, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. And you know, that was a major part of it, and it was all caught on video. You know, the piles of bricks neatly put in the middle of certain blocks. You know, the boys busting out windows themselves. The point I'm making is catching up to them. Their own
propaganda.
Right. You understand what I'm saying? So it's turning into that situation right now. So right now, they're like I said, their spiritual connection is from Aldebaran, right? Our spiritual connection, right, is from Sirius A, and Sirius B. That's where we come from. That's why Osiris or Asaru, the one to ascend back to Saru, Sirius A, B. That's the constellation that our spiritual grandparents, the 24 elders, come from, right? The ones who are mining gold, right, off the moon in Sheshki, right, to take and build a gold dust dome around. You know, that conversation I hold into it.
Now we could build on a side note, or you know, later on.
The Hindus, right? Their spiritual parents are from Canis Minor. You understand what I'm saying? Right? Which is why you see their deities with Shiva, Brahma. You see with 8 arms, and they have their spiritual indoctrination is the Upanishad and the Bhagavad Gita. We have our own spiritual indoctrination, which we was cut off from, which is the Enuma Elish, the ancient gold book, the black book, the coming forth by day, of the ancient wisdom of Tahuti, right? We have our own ancient Illuminati, right? And people don't know that. We have our Illuminati, right? But we never meant or intended to, hurt anybody or do anything to destroy the world with it. It was taken and perverted, not by just a race of people, but by people who spiritually intended on destroying the world. So people don't even know the name Hitler, right? It's originating from the name Hister. Hister is the 80th name of one of the 200 fallen angels that he talks about in Revelations when it said 1/3 of Satan's army fell to the earth. You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
When it talks about that, so we have spirits running around here just inhibiting people. So even if you kill a man, you seen the movie Fallen with Denzel?
Yes, sir. That's one of my favorite movies.
Just because you kill a man don't mean the spirit of that thing is gone. This ain't about hurting nobody. This is about improving our own quality, getting back into our tone. We had our own music and everything. Our music was the blues. The reason why we was in the blues is because we had just came out of slavery and we were still, blacks, colors can't drink here, colors can't eat here, still getting beat by the pussies, the witch, whatever happened, the KKK still riding on our homes or whatever the case is. So we were in the state of the blues. Then we went into rock, you know what I'm saying, with up-tempo rock music. And as we were starting to find ourselves, they brought in Trans Europe Express. When they brought that in, that was brought in around with the same time that the TR 707 drum machine was brought in. You remember those? The 808. And that was right before we got to the SB12, which really exploded.
SB1200, then the 950s.
Right. So the spirit and the soul was literally taken out of music over a period of time to where we are now, to where we have no spirit or soul in the music, right? And it's just repetitive chops and edits and bites, So even hip hop is different now. We're getting to the point to where we don't even recognize the music anymore. And it's not because, somebody can say, hey, y'all niggas from another generation, so y'all don't get it. No. I understand what you're saying. There's more going on than you can see because you don't know about this part. Right. So that's why it's such a division in, word, these niggas is 35, they're trying to rap, these niggas, but dog, you see my niggas Conway and Beanie, they getting it.
Those my guys.
Matter. You know what I'm saying? They're the OGs. Like it don't even matter how young or old, like skill is skill. You know what I'm saying?
Skill is skill. And that's all I've been trying to tell people. But those that get it,
This is Frank Lucas right now live on MRecktv, man. We getting to it. Let's go. Salute, King.
Salute, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Bring back the man in you, not because you need to, but because you will want to. Improve your weight room and bedroom performance with the all-new VasoFlux for Men Natural Dietary Supplement. This unique blend of barks, roots, herbs, and vitamins is nature's way of keeping you in the game. And all for under $10. You can order yours today. Visit Youth Fountain Laboratory at youthfountainlab.com or call 1-800-853-7856 today.
This MRecktv content is sponsored by 9-7 Entertainment presents the movie Raina.
All right, y'all. It's showtime. Let's go.
So we're gonna play this one smooth. Not going in there to rock any boats or make any waves, Neek.
It's gonna be straight, Raina. Definitely should crack for more than 150K. He got that shit, man.
150,000? Why you being so nice to me?
And I'm sure a man like you understands that a deal, even a good one, doesn't make itself happen.
No, you're the plug and such. You a joke's bound to happen if you slipping or you lacking. I'm gripping on the Mac 10, ready for the action. Shots will make you break dance and have you do a backspin. I got more kicks than karate flicks. My whole team pushing Maserati whips. You on IG liking thotty pics. Shorty pocket broke, but her body fixed.
Peace, world. To promote your music or promote your business by placing an ad on MRecktv, contact MRecktVpromo, MRecktVpromo @gmail.com. Peace. Oh yeah, subscribe to MRecktV, youtube.com/MRecktV. I'm gone.
MRecktv.
It's got a music.